question, how do you make a pistol that's already one of the best values at under 300 bucks and even better value? Easy, you take away a feature. In this video, we're taking a look at the brand new, just announced Taurus G3C SR. By far, one of the most controversial videos on this channel is the Taurus G2C and G3C video discussing a design quirk that under extreme circumstances could result in a negligent discharge. And while Taurus seemingly fixed the issues in the latest produced pistols, they now have the ultimate fix. In this video, we're looking at the brand new, just announced Taurus G3C SR. So let's pack up the gun, grab some ammo, and go look at this new pistol. Over the last few years, I've looked at and done videos on 7 different Taurus handguns, and yet some people still consider me a frickin' Taurus hater. The reality is, despite quirks or issues, Taurus produces solid handguns, and once you consider the price you pay, they're an incredible value. And one of the best at that under $300 price point or so is the Taurus G3C, and part of the reason why I considered it the best value in that price range. The G3C made a number of different improvements over the G2C, which was also a very popular pistol, and this just might be the ultimate version of that pistol. So let's get to the range and see what the G3C SR is all about. In the meantime, if you want a detailed look at the Taurus G3C and you haven't seen my initial video, go ahead and you can find it linked above. With the successful launch of the GX4 and GX4 Toro, I completely did not expect Taurus to go back and update the G3C, and I'm really glad they did. The Taurus G3C is a compact pistol capable of holding 12 rounds of 9mm. It has very nice sized grip and is both fun and accurate to shoot. Most of all, it has very manageable recoil and is great for both range practice and concealed carry purposes. And even though I believe the GX4 would essentially kill the market for the G3C, it hasn't, and gun owners have shown a preference for a slightly larger pistol, especially one that may be a better value. There was, however, one thing that constantly kept coming up in my video comments. Many of you wanted the G3C without an external safety, so here it is. The G3C SR is definitely not a brand new pistol, but rather is a model variant. Just like companies like Ruger and Smith & Wesson offer pistols for both, with and without external safeties, this is your option for the G3C without an external safety. Do note, and this is a big one, no external safety does not mean no safeties. The Taurus G3C has multiple safety features, including a striker block and a trigger safety. This means the gun would only go bang when you pull the trigger, and this will prevent the majority of negligent discharges associated with a falling pistol. Furthermore, you have an external loaded chamber indicator, which will tell you whether there is a round or a piece of brass in the chamber or not. With the exception of the external safety, the G3C SR is identical to the G3C pistols we have learned to love. Jokingly, I mentioned in an earlier video that by removing the external safety, Taurus has also fixed a design quirk found in the G2C and early G3C pistols, where it was possible to manipulate the safety where it shows engaged. However, it'd still be possible to pull the trigger and make the gun, ice is falling, go bang. I covered it at length in a prior video, and you can find it linked above. In short, I consider it a design quirk and not a real safety issue. With this pistol, however, that is not possible as there is no external safety. One big positive with this pistol, which I really like, is that no external safety absolutely makes shooting the gun more comfortable if you use a competition style thumbs forward grip. Even though the external safety is a bit on the thinner side on the G3C, it's still uncomfortable. It's still in an uncomfortable position digging into the side of the thumb if you have a thumbs forward grip. On a 1911 or a CZ75, this is generally not an issue as the guns are thinner and the external safeties are in a position where you can place your thumb on them, or what's also known as riding the safety. So if we're talking about range or shooting experience, the G3C SR is, in my preference, in my opinion, my personal preference. Otherwise, both guns, they shoot the same, the recoil is the same and all. All right, if I look like a Unabomber, it's because it's freaking cold outside and I gotta do what I need to do to stay warm. I'm gonna start with the G3C with the external safety, and then we're gonna shoot the new G3C SR and see what the difference is in terms of feel with or without the safety being sticking there. And once again, there should be no trigger difference feel as well. All right, we have eyes and ears in. I set up a target at 12 yards. All right. So actually, one of the things I already noticed is that if you're the type of person that, there's no one else here. If you're the type of person who uses a slide release, having a safety here kind of interferes with that a little bit. I suspect it's going to be easier on that gun. Okay, let's go. We're going to go for the squares on the left. Okay, so that's the G3C with the safety. And then we have the G3C without the safety. So let's try that again. Oh yeah, so it's having no safety in place makes it a lot easier to use the slide release. Okay, trigger take up and everything feels exactly the same. Okay, lock back. Yeah, so there's definitely a difference if you have a thumbs forward grip between these two pistols. Okay, either my hands are freezing or the sights on the new one are completely off. So this is my G3C with the safety. I was aiming here. This is our 10-shot group with the G3C no safety, aiming here, and there's our 10-shot group. I know some of these I actually did pull myself, but we're talking 5 inches low and about 3 inches left. I have a suspicion it's the sights. So looking at these two pistols, there's definitely a difference in the position of the rear sight. Even though they use the same type of sights, they weren't aligned properly on the G3C with no safety. So when you get any pistol, make sure that you do verify the sights and drift it into place if you do need to. Good, I feel better, it wasn't me. Bottom line, and which is right for you. If you're a fan of the G3C and you wanted one without an external safety, or you already have a G2C and want to upgrade, the new G3C SR is a terrific choice and is very well priced with an MSRP of $339.65. the same as the existing base model. If you're looking for a great range gun, this is a terrific choice. If you're purchasing this firearm for a carry gun, then I do think you have to think about it more carefully, including your level of comfort with the gun, the amount of training you have carrying a gun, and the amount of training you have both carrying and drawing from a holster, along with how you carry your firearm and in what position. Personally, I'm a big fan of pocket carry for the overall convenience and generally carry either a Ruger LCP Max or sometimes I try the Taurus GX4, though I haven't yet been able to find a comfortable pocket carry holster for it, and with pocket carry, a proper holster is of utmost importance. I do know there are quite a few people who are both bigger and taller than me, so your pockets are probably bigger and many of you do pocket carry guns such as the G3C. In which case, my recommendation would still be to get the regular G3C with an external safety if you can get it. I'm not a fan of having a pre-cocked striker and nothing but a 5-pound trigger pull from having a very bad day. And if you're pocket carrying this, unless you have very sturdy holster protecting the trigger can get tangled up. I'm also not a fan of no external safety on a gun when you're carrying appendix because, well, I really don't like a pre-cocked striker pointing at my you-know-what. With pocket carry, the barrel is generally not pointing at any body parts. For carrying strong side, it would be more open. Woo! That's a bunch of ice. For carrying strong side, I would be more open to it, but again, my preference would be to get an external safety if you can get it, particularly as you can fairly easily train yourself to disengage the safety while you're drawing the gun from a holster. Now, of course, someone will bring up, but what about the Glocks or the countless Glock clones out today? And that's a great question, and the answer is, that is why the G3C is a great gun, because it has an external safety. Bottom line, in my opinion, if you want a great range gun that you can occasionally carry, highly consider the Taurus G3C SR. But if you plan on carrying more than you're going to go and use the gun at the range, then look at the terrific value, the G3C with an external safety. So that is the brand new Taurus G3C SR, or what I think is safety removed. So what do you think? Do you like it? Do you love it? Are you going to get one? Let me know in the comments below. As always, I hope you loved the video, and if you did, please click the like button and share the video with your friends. And as always, thank you for watching, keep on squatting, and I'll see you in the next video linked up here.